But the question is, will the value of XRP be the same in the private ledgers as it is on the public?
Yes. The value proposition of XRP is that it has these liquidity pools. It doesn't make sense to isolate something. Like there's no place where gold is worth twice as much as it is now, because if there was, people would just bring gold there and they would they would buy gold somewhere else and they would sell it there. Unless the only way that you can have the value be very different in two places is if there's a lot of friction. And if there's friction, someone will make a business of removing that friction. So I don't see any realistic scenario where XRP has significantly different value unless something's wrong. So like a good example of a case, there was a time where the value of XRP, they called it the kimchi premium, right? Where the value of XRP in some Asian countries was very high, but that was because there were capital controls, right? That was because things were bad. I think that's a sign that something is not going well. The value proposition of XRP.
What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. You heard Ripple CTO David Schwartz say it right there, that the value of XRP on the CBDC private ledger that Ripple's developing will be the same as on the public ledger. Remember this quote that's always talked about in the XRP community: XRP cannot be dirt cheap. Who said that? This guy right here, David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple. Why can't it be dirt cheap? The whole goal of XRP is to scale and transfer billions of dollars seamlessly. As you're sending more and more money via XRP as an intermediary bridge asset, there's going to be more price slippage if the price of XRP is super low, right? Because you're going to have to send, say you want to send $1 billion, you're going to have to send way more XRP, and you have to buy that somehow. And that's going to impact these transactions, which won't make it feasible. And so it's a simple equation. As there's more volume, as XRP is an intermediary bridge asset, the price goes up. And guys, you've been seeing a pretty good impact on the Bitcoin price chart the past few days, but you're seeing Ripple decorrelate even more. Out of the top 10 cryptocurrencies, Ripple has been moving a lot. Bitcoin hit high 65Ks and pulled back a bit. Ripple smashed through 60 cents, which was a resistance level, and now it's at 62 cents, and it's really looking for that $1 range. And as you start to see headlines like this right here, Bitcoin has a familiar bullish smell. As Bitcoin price hits 66,000, a lot of people are calling for new all-time highs soon. But look at this right here. The Coinbase app ranking went from 500 to 410 in just 72 hours. As we're seeing more headlines in the mainstream media about Bitcoin, because the price of it is reaching near all-time highs right now, retail is coming back. This guy says he's monitoring it closely, but Coinbase, obviously one of the most noob-friendly apps for people getting into crypto. I believe they even give you some free crypto to learn about it, so that's kind of cool. But this is something that we should be monitoring. And who said banks aren't using Ripple products? This is a great chart right here that shows a bunch of different countries in the period in which Ripple was introduced to these banks and started working here of these variety of countries. You have Qatar 65%, Italy 45%, Japan 57%. And you have a lot of banks in India 13, Japan 13. And this is 2 years old as well. So you got to think about how many more partnerships. And then people say, well, why hasn't the price reacted? Well, there needs to be more regulatory clarity. Banks have big legal department. It's very hard to innovate in big business, especially these traditional old financial institutions. It just takes time. A quick reminder, guys, you got to be safe with your crypto. I don't care how much you have. Make sure you have a cold storage wallet. This crypto whale right here lost $32 million in an apparent phishing attack. If only he had a cold storage wallet, that wouldn't be a problem. If you guys don't have a cold storage wallet, check out these Ledger devices. I have one of each. And if you want to support the channel, you can use my affiliate link in the video description below. And just a few weeks ago, we saw Uphold tweet out, "What will you do when XRP reaches $1,000? Now you're having Linkto. What would you do if XRP went to the moon to $1,000? Linkto is the company where you can buy private shares in the company of Ripple. Not XRP, but you can actually invest into the company Ripple, I believe. I'm not sure if that's still open, but it's weird to see these big institutions like Linkto and Uphold hinting at these high prices. Maybe they know something we don't. And Ripple has made history, guys. We've been talking about this Ripple stablecoin, how it's going to be huge, and I'm going to tell you why it's going to be huge. Ripple has actually minted their initial 350,000 Ripple stablecoins within a 24-hour period. Meanwhile, Ripple USD is now listed on CoinGecko. It's actually here and it's trading live. And why is this important? Well, check this out right here. Tether, the biggest stablecoin in the market, 75% of all volume, I believe, does not have appropriate permits to meet the EU MiCA rules, the Ripple USD will. You got to think about how many partnerships and how many feet in the door Ripple has with all of these regulatory institutions, whether it's the European Central Bank, very powerful institution, or a variety of other institutions in the EU. It says when blockchain crypto company Ripple announced plans in April to launch a dollar-backed stablecoin, it said its solution would bridge the gap between traditional finance and crypto. And it will do exactly that because it's going to be like USDC more than Tether, where they do have some sort of regulatory clarity. And positive news for this XRP Grayscale fund. It's doubled in assets under management since September 19th. Today it's at 1.2 million. That means institutional buys are on the rise since the start of the fund. We always like to see that. And Smoke Dog put out another good thing about this Ripple stablecoin. Why the Ripple stablecoin will be covered by U.S. regulations. The New York Department of Financial Services is widely recognized as a robust regulator. The New York Department of Financial Services has already provided limited regulatory clarity for stablecoin issuers at the state level. To operate within New York, stablecoin issuers must obtain approval from the NYDFS before making their US-backed stablecoin available. They must also adhere to strict requirements regarding soundness and reserves. In a stablecoin evaluation by S&P Global, Tether is explicitly cited as a stablecoin issuer that's not compliant. New York State has actually taken legal action against the company behind Tether multiple times. Ripple's Monica Long, however, stated they are keeping the NYDFS in mind when considering how the Ripple stablecoin will be regulated. And it's very easy to deduce from this information that the Ripple stablecoin from day one is going to have a lot more regulatory clarity than other stablecoins. The U.S. stock market, witnessing history, truly unprecedented. The total market cap of U.S. stocks as a percentage of global market cap is now at a record 48%. So U.S. stocks make up the global market cap of all stocks to the tune of 48%. The percentage has doubled in 15 years. The U.S. stock market is now worth 57 trillion, twice the value of the U.S. GDP. Make that make sense. This is also 3 times higher than the major Asian stock exchanges market cap, as well as the European stock exchanges. And the S&P has shown no signs of slowing down, up 21% year to date, and has hit 41 all-time highs this year. 41 all-time highs. That's crazy. And just keep in mind, guys, patience. It's not about catching the bottom or the top of the market. It's about how long you stay in the market. And you can see right here, we have the best chart in crypto, a 6-year long bull flag, and it's just a matter of time before you're seeing double-digit and multi-digit XRP prices. And I want to play you this clip right here. This guy is a congressman, and he confronts Gary Gensler, and I think it's very telling, the information Gary Gensler reveals.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Gensler, suppose I were to sell you a Yankee ticket and tell you that the Yankee ticket could appreciate in value and could be resold at a profit in the secondary market. And as is the case with all sports tickets, suppose the proceeds from the sale of the Yankee ticket goes toward paying for the Yankee game. By selling you the Yankee ticket, am I entering into an investment contract with you and therefore conducting an unregistered security offering?
I appreciate the question. I don't know all the facts and circumstances, but I don't think so. I know where we're headed here, Representative, but I don't think so in that Yankee.
So a Yankee ticket is not, and why is a Yankee ticket not a security?
Well, it's really a question, and the courts have been clear on this, is the offer and sale.
Specifically with a Yankee ticket, though, when you're buying a Yankee ticket, what are you purchasing?
You're buying
access to a Yankee game. Is that fair to say?
I understand. It's been a while since I went to a Yankee game, but
you're welcome to a Yankee game.
I used to live in New York, and my 3 daughters were all born in New York.
So in the Stoner Cats case, the creators were selling an NFT that offered access to an animated web series. From the standpoint of federal securities law, is there a legal difference between buying a Yankee ticket that offers you the experience of a Yankee game and buying an NFT that offers you the experience of an animated web series?
Again, I don't want to comment on any one specific
well, it was a settlement, it's a fait accompli. It's not an ongoing litigation. You can comment on it.
But it's about how is something offered.
So Gary Gensler, the hypocrisy could not be more clear. The guy that called NFT securities, for example, there was an NFT, you could buy this NFT and you got access to a Yankee game. Same thing with a ticket, right? So it's a really good analogy right here. How is this Yankee ticket any different than a digital NFT that buys you access to the same game? Guys, thanks for watching the video. If you made it this far, it means a lot to the channel and helps the video a lot. Let me know you're one of my loyal supporters by commenting weekend in the comment section below, and have a great end to your weekend. Until next time.